Hi, I'm Jeremy with Krawler. We want to go over a little bit of subject matter with you today that a lot of people talk about, and nobody seems to really know the details regarding what they're actually talking about. Heim joints. There's several different style constructions, materials used, things of that nature that affect the application for where you should actually use your Heim joint. You have your lower cost, lower grade commercial style, your mid cost, mid grade, which is typically an XM series from most companies, and your high quality chromoly three-piece with Teflon joints. The first series of Heim joint is, again, your typical commercial series. You can get the housings in a standard low carbon, or some people offer them in aluminum or stainless steel. You can get them with grease fittings, Teflon liners, things of that nature. And they also pretty much carry all the same ball construction, a 52-100 series steel that is chrome plated. This application is really not a high strength application. It's a very, very sloppy fit application, something you would not want to use in a suspension component or any kind of steering linkage or anything of that nature. Typical usage in most off-road vehicles is your steering column support. The second style Heim joint construction is typically called your XM series. It's more of a little bit more expensive than your commercial grade. It also has a little bit different style raceway. They are typically self-lubricating joints, a little bit tighter. You can get the housings in chromoly, low carbon steel, stainless steel, aluminum, but they also include what is typically called a nylofiber raceway. You do see some people using these in suspension components and track bars. They typically are not ideal for those applications. The injection molded raceway that you see is, again, typically a nylofiber type construction. Nylofiber is a thermoplastic, not a thermoset. And for those of you that do not know the differences, your thermosets are typically your urethanes, your rubber products, things that are very good with absorbing energy and coming back from that energy deflection. Thermoplastics are typically things of, again, nylon, hard injection molded plastics that when they take impact energy, they typically plastically deform and they do not come back to shape. These can loosen up very quickly in your applications, especially where steering geometry is critical. And again, we do not advise using them. They do have some good uses for some support linkage and things of that nature. And again, they are more cost effective than your very high-end ones that we're going to touch on next, but they do cost a little bit more than your standard commercial grade. So when you're looking at your Heim joints, check out the plastic raceways and be aware of what you're dealing with. Your best quality construction Heim joints for suspension, steering, and things of that nature are typically your three-piece units. You can get them with grease fittings, or most of them will come with a Teflon liner for self-lubrication. The housings themselves are typically a heat-treated chromoly with a hard steel race, again with a Teflon liner for lubrication, and a 52-100 series chrome-plated ball. These are very strong units. They take impact energy better than all the other units that are out there. And they also, with some manufacturers, you can actually specify the surface friction on the ball, providing a nice tight fit. Things of this nature are available from FK and Rod and Supply, and you can definitely notice a difference in their longevity and materials. I hope you found this info session on the different construction of Heim joints useful. Hopefully it helps you choose better joints for your builds, and you have a better understanding of why we choose a three-piece Heim joint with Teflon as far as our suspension components and or related parts are concerned, because we feel it's the best in the industry.